Okay, so let's have a quick look at how your weekends are affecting your weight loss. So meet Jane. Jane, she's not a real client. She's not based on anybody in particular. I'm just using her as an example to show some issues you guys might face. In fact, I know you guys do face. So Jane came to me, just like you guys did. Her goal was to lose weight. Just like I did with you guys, I took her data. I looked at her gender, her current weight, her height, her activity level, and her goal weight. And from that, I worked out what her metabolic rate was. And then to lose weight, we need to be in a calorie deficit. So that's what I did with her. I worked out a calorie deficit, which I'm not going to go into the maths of it, but if you create a calorie deficit of 500 calories per day, you lose 1 pound of fat per week. And based on this, I worked out that Jane's target was 1,400 calories per day. And I appreciate 1 pound weight loss per week isn't exactly massive, but this is only looking at the calories inside the equation rather than the calories out. So it's not looking at exercise; it's just looking at the diet side of things. And Jane's happy with 1,400 calories. She sticks to it and diligently hits that 1,400 calorie target every day. But then it's Friday. Friday evening, she sits down in front of the TV. She has 2 glasses of wine and a packet of crisps. There's around 200 calories in a glass of wine and 150 in a packet of crisps. So that's 550 calories. Now, obviously, that's about a third of her daily target. Um, so you can probably imagine where I'm going with this. So on Saturday, again, Jane does all right for breakfast. She does fine for lunch, dinner. It's all according to the plan. But then she goes out for a couple of drinks with her friends. So she has 5 gin and tonics, and that adds about 1,000 calories to her daily calorie intake. And then she stops on the way home and she has a chicken shish kebab. So she's gone for the healthier choice, but it's still 500 calories. And that 500 calories might actually be a little bit optimistic. I feel like it's probably more than that. But that night out, even just using those numbers, it still cost her 1,500 calories. Now remember, her daily target is only 1,400 calories. So again, she's a long way over. Sunday, she's a bit groggy in the morning, but she managed to eat a normal breakfast. She eats lunch according to her plan, and then she cooks a roast meal for the family for the evening meal. So an average roast dinner, let's say, is about 850 calories. And then they've got cheesecake for dessert. Now, the cheesecake on the front says that it serves 6, but there's only 4 of them. So, like what happens in a lot of households, they just cut it into quarters and they have a quarter each. So that's about 550 calories per portion then. So that meal has now been a total of 1,400 calories when what she was allocated, if you like, on the plan is about 400. So she's 1,000 calories over her target. And remember that 1,400 is her daily target as well. So just one meal, she's pretty much eating her entire calorie allowance for that day in one meal. So it's pretty obvious that she's missed the target. The target average daily calories, it was 1,400, and the actual average daily calorie intake was 1,835. So remember, we need to be hitting a 500 calorie deficit average per day to lose 1 pound of fat per week. And that 1,400 calories, that's not a random number. That has been specifically calculated for Jane to reach her targets and for her to lose 1 pound per week. Now, obviously, she's not made a deficit. She's almost, she's 435 calories over the target, so she certainly doesn't have a deficit. She's almost at maintenance weight, so she's not going to lose any weight if she keeps on doing that. She'll stay exactly as she is. I don't think that the weekend that we've described there is particularly out of the realms of possibility. It might sound fairly familiar to what you guys might do, and in all honesty, some weekends could be a lot worse. And I know this from seeing food diaries and nutrition logs and things like this. And it's effectively negated everything that she's done all week. So the calorie deficit that she's managed to achieve sort of Monday to Thursday, the other 3 days of the week have just completely ruined it. And the point isn't to say that you shouldn't go out socialise, and it isn't to say you shouldn't drink alcohol, that you shouldn't eat food that you like, or have roast meals and desserts and things like this. It's just to make you more aware, more mindful of the effect it actually has in real terms. And knowing this information, having this sort of in your armory, if you like, hopefully it makes you better informed to make good choices when the weekends do come around, and just see the massive impact it can actually have on the rest of your week's calorie intake, which ultimately was leading to your weight loss.